Hey guys, Joel here, back with more reactions to Fringe. We're now on to episode 16 of season 4. So, the big reveal in the last episode was, from the Observer, Peter is where he's supposed to be. Everything is where it's meant to be. Nothing is what you thought it was, or rather, that it is, and that you're not out of place or out of your own timeline. And it is your Olivia. So they've gone running back into each other's arms at the same point where this Olivia, in this timeline, had just had a discussion with Nina saying that she'd fallen for him and she was going to allow these memories that are appearing to continue. So everything's back to normal, I think. Sort of. Where do we go from here? Let's go find out. Episode 16. Oh well, here we go again. Take it.
I need you to go to the passengers. I need you to collect as many sedatives or tranquilizers as you can.
Okay, sir, I need you to take a deep breath.
This isn't a panic attack. I'm going into that bathroom. You keep me in there. You keep that door closed.
Sir, I won't tell you again. Open this door. I'm gonna have to come in.
Oh.
Panic attack.
Yeah.
Oh, it's different.
Like I said, need a bathroom.
Delayed.
Right there.
There go the teeth.
We got drugs again, but nothing I've ever seen before.
Your relationships, the cases you've handled, that's not a problem for you.
The real problem, the one that we should all be worried about, is Jones.
David Robert Jones.
Yes, the one who kidnapped me. And instead of pursuing him like I should have, I've been forced to take every psych evaluation and field trial the Bureau can think of.
Nothing like this has ever happened before. The Bureau has protocols for dealing with mental trauma. Depression,
not this.
traumatic stress, amnesia.
I don't have mental trauma. It doesn't make me any less fit to be in the
Your
field.
sister is still married. She and her husband have 2 children, Ella and a younger brother, Eddie.
That looks bad.
40% of all the information you provided about your life is incorrect.
Shit.
Which, as far as the 10th floor is concerned, means you are not the agent they licensed.
They don't even want me consulting on cases.
Well, I'm sure that's only temporary.
Broyles said I should look at it as an overdue vacation.
Broyles asked me to take leave till she's back. I hope that you're okay with that.
You're the boss.
Incident on Battlestar, flight from Paris to New York. Details
You'll know it.
coming in.
Is that Peter?
Virtus Air?
Yeah, Mr.
Was
Porcupine
flight
Man.
718?
Yep.
Yeah?
I guess this is like the timeline that I'm from. It does stand to reason that some of the exact same cases would take place. Walter, it's not my birthday.
No, of course not. I know that, but I've been saving these up. And I know you're not him, my Peter, but you're as close as I'm going to get.
It's your Walter. Because it's your Olivia.
His name was Marshall Bowman. He was an undercover cop. He was given a designer virus that was programmed to rewrite his DNA, turn him into some kind of creature.
The guy's name is Bowman, but that flight did not crash.
Huh?
It says it right here. It landed a few hours ago. Oh my god.
Is that what you were talking about?
It just happened later.
Fantastic.
When was the last time you saw your brother?
A little over a week ago.
This bit down here, where it says, once we get started, there'll be no turning back. Do you have any idea what that might be about?
The last couple of times Marshall and I spoke, he didn't seem himself.
Agents down the hall say they heard the screams. By the time they opened the door, they say it was on the floor, writhing in pain, and then just died.
Daniel Hicks. Olivia says he lives at
There you go.
35 Marlborough
She knows.
Street, so it should be just up here a couple more blocks.
I mean, I don't really get it. She can suddenly become this other version of herself. Different circumstances, I might think that you're drugging her. Olivia, you are not authorized to be here. If Broyles gets wind of this, came all this way, might as well look around. Medical waste, what's that about?
Don't know.
You mean you didn't see these the last time?
No.
Holy shit!
Is he okay?
If I don't search this wound, it will become infested.
So, do we have any theories why this one died?
Not exactly.
What about this?
Also no idea, but we are running labs on it to try to break down the chemical composition. But
I'm sorry about Hicks's place. I had no idea that he had already become...
It's nothing, don't worry about it.
But if I hadn't been with you, then you would have called Broyles and asked for backup, and...
You're right, he was a scientist, but he died 5 years ago in a car crash.
What?
that doesn't make any sense. On the case that we worked, he was the one trying to broker the deal for the virus that made these guys mutate.
Okay, well, if Conrad's not behind this, who is?
Perhaps the Sumerians. This tattoo. This cuneiform. I'm not sure of the significance of the symbol, but I'm fairly certain it's Sumerian.
I'm thinking that you and I both know somebody who could help us interpret Bowman's tattoo.
It has to do with cuneiform.
Sumerian, Hittite, or Akkadian.
Impressive.
I know. I'm a very, very impressive man.
Do you have any idea what this means?
I've not seen that before.
Are you one of them?
I think you may be infected.
What?
Well,
that's what I thought.
If what killed our friend was
Bacon boy, yeah,
virus,
peanut butter.
then it's
no.
likely that when you were scratched, that the virus was transmitted to you.
Shouldn't you, like, give me something?
I'm afraid not. I can't cure the intermediate state. Once the virus fully matures, I should be able to counteract it.
As far as I can see, they're just whack jobs. They're obsessed with the guided evolution of man. They want to create a new species. A better species. Mutation by design.
How are you doing? You're the one. You're the one injecting
Just think how special you're gonna be. How special we're both gonna be. Like Adam and Eve.
It's not every day that a perfectly suited chess partner comes along. And don't fret. Right now, no news is good news.
Most of this is about encoding foreign genomes with retroviral DNA.
That's what they were
Algorithms
doing.
Look pretty advanced.
It's found here, 816 TPT 618. That's a palindrome. Years ago, when Belly and I were tripping, we created a way of organizing lab files using only palindromes.
Ah, this code does correspond to an old project. But the contents have been erased.
Well, who was overseeing the project?
David Robert Jones.
David Robert Jones.
Agent Lee.
Seen signs.
What else do you hunger for? Pickled herrings? Spinach?
I don't know. Onion rings would be nice. Maybe some cheesecake.
Call Peter and Olivia. Tell them that I understand.
He says I'm gonna be fine, by the way.
Well, because now I understand what the creature craves to fuel its metamorphosis.
It's disgusting.
Lipids! And energy is necessary for transformation. Now I know what you're asking. Wouldn't it be easier just to eat people? No, not with 300,000 pounds of fat being disposed of by plastic surgery clinics every 3 months.
How are they able to get around without being seen?
Someone's doing it for them. Her. He's grown wings! What the hell?
I used Agent Lee's infected blood to create a computer model to replicate the mutation sequence. Oh my. The Department of Guided Evolution. This is indeed a great leap forward.
Porcupines are nocturnal. They sleep during the day.
Some vampires.
Astrid? Okay, that's why Hicks's windows were all blacked out.
What is it?
Can we get Lincoln on the radio? Turn on the lights. The creature is nocturnal. If it's there, the lights might scare it out of hiding.
Too late. God damn. Oh, holy shit. Okay, she's pissed.
Nice shot.
But there is some bad news. She had absolutely no idea who created the serum. It turns out Bowman was the one who obtained it for them.
If David Robert Jones is behind this, what's he up to?
You mean-
And are there more out there? And who would sign up to become one of these things?
And mankind gains dominion over all he surveys.
Yeah, what does that mean?
She said that Jones was a megalomaniac. Then it's a god complex.
There's a lot that I need to catch up on, so from now on, no matter what, I'm going to listen to what you have to say.
Are you done? If you're 60% of the Olivia I knew, you're still better than 90% of the agents I've ever worked with. And a Fringe division with an Olivia Dunham is better than a Fringe division without her.
Something must have gone wrong.
Mel.
We can be born anew. We can be children of the new world.
That's that snake thing. We've seen that before too. Oh Christ, okay, I'm trying to work out just exactly what's going on here, because this is obviously a continuation of a storyline now. We've gotten everything else out of the way. He's trying to recreate man's image. He's got all these creatures that we've all seen before from all the weird experiments and everything. So maybe in this timeline they're all him. There's more of those things. If he's trying to recreate humankind and a next evolutionary step, how is he going to accomplish that with the rest of the world just being as it is? Unless he's after destroying the world. I don't know. That was weird. I need more information before I can start to fathom that out, but it's clearly all of him behind it. What was awkward in that episode was for Lincoln, because everything he knew and everything he's come to take as for granted with Olivia and the relationship that was starting to build between the two of them, and all the discussions even that they've had, she's forgotten it all. It's gone. And as far as he's concerned, Peter's walked in here and through no fault of his own, everything's changed and now Peter's with her. So I kind of feel a little bit sorry for Lincoln. He's in the loop with the Fringe division, but he's out of that. He's in the friend zone now with Olivia. That's it, because she doesn't even remember. But at least Broyles has now said they're going to put her back in her job and not have her suspended. So what was it he said? 60% of Olivia is better than 90% of my agents, and we need you. And it's true. They need every single one of them as part of this Fringe division, because stuff's getting weird. Stuff's getting really weird. That was a very strange episode, because when it first started, I was like, I've seen this before. I thought for a moment I put the wrong episode on, and then as soon as it got so far in, I realised and remembered that that's previous timeline and it's going to happen the same way, and then it didn't. Then the plane didn't crash and they landed and it happened later. So it's just a different set of circumstances. Every single time you repeat an action in an alternate timeline, it can happen slightly different ways, different choices are made. And the guy who was brokering the deal, that Bowman, last time round, is nothing to do with it this time, because he died in an accident 6 years ago, so it is completely different. I just don't get fully where Robert Jones is going with this, and we know he's still got all this anthracite, and it's still not tied back in either yet with that episode in Westfield. Why he did that seemed to be some sort of testing ground as well, which is why I'm starting to wonder if his way of moving humankind onto the next evolutionary step would be doing what he did with Westfield on a lot larger scale to restart the next evolution of humankind with these things. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. So complex, so intricately weaved, this show, and it's done so well. I love it. And we're starting to get our normal Walter back because of Peter's existence being here now. He is nothing like the Walter we saw at the start of this season, very closed off, very lonely, very, full of pain and anguish and loneliness. And it's all changed. It's almost like a reset to before the start of season 4, except obviously a lot of the circumstances have now changed. But it's nice to have all these one-liners back from him, and him being happy with Peter, and him seeing them two together. It's a strange set of circumstances in the way in which it's taken place, but obviously the writers had a path that they knew they were going to go down from the minute they got to the end of season 3, and they knew they were going to pull Peter out of the timeline and no one was going to remember who he is, and how they're going to slowly slot things back in but turn it on its head. It's been done really well. Anyway, I think that will do for this episode. Don't forget, of course, always this episode will be available on full length on Patreon. All you have to do is click the link in the description and you can go and check that out over there. While you're at it, don't forget to post your comments down below. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and please hit that subscribe, turn your notifications on, and you'll know when the next one's available. And I'll see you for that one in a few days' time. Till then, guys, take care.